Day 174 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. This time we're at day 174 and we're still going strong. I don't see any time of stopping anytime soon. And I hope y'all don't either, y'all, because you already know we have to stay consistent. We have to stay disciplined. We have to keep pushing. We have to push through. And it's really not even that difficult, y'all. So it all comes down to discipline. Discipline, 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 y'all. I cannot stress that enough because that's what's going to take you to the next level. That's what's going to separate you from the rest of the people who do not have discipline. And it's really simple, easy thing to do is to stay disciplined, y'all. Just keep pushing through. Just tell yourself whatever you have to tell yourself to keep going, y'all. Just make up an excuse for yourself to do it. But you shouldn't even have to. You should want to do it. You should understand the importance of staying disciplined and really internalize that, y'all. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Consistency is key, y'all. Remember that. So before we get started today, don't forget, bring your mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. And then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and we can push this content out to a broader audience, y'all. And your support is appreciated for that. So, with all that being said, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 997. Find the town judge. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know the solution is going to be simple and easy as possible because we're all here to learn. And if you don't understand the solution at the end of this video, then you probably won't learn anything. So let's get into it. It says, in the town, there are N people labeled from 1 to N. There is a rumor that one of these people is secretly the town judge. If the town judge exists, then the town judge trusts nobody. Everybody except for the town judge trusts the town judge. There is exactly one person that satisfies properties 1 and 2. You are given an array trust where trust I equals AI, BI, representing the person labeled AI, trust the person labeled BI. If a trust relationship does not exist in the trust array, then such a trust relationship does not exist. Return the label of the town judge if the town judge exists and can be identified, or return -1 and if otherwise. So let's break that down and let's get into it. So in example 1, we have n equals 2. So that means there is going to be 2 people in the array. You see what I'm saying? So, or let me see. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. It says there are n people labeled from 1 to n. There's a rumor that okay, so that means that means there's 2 people, right? So we need to find a. It says right here, trust I equals AI, or trust I equals AI BI. So in this example, there's only one trust I. Where in this example, this might be trust I, and this might be trust J, right? And this is AI, and this is BI. So it says representing that the person labeled AI, which in this example 1 would be this. It says the person labeled, it says representing that the person labeled AI trusts the person labeled BI. So that means 1 trusts 2. It says if the relationship, it says if the relationship does not exist in the trust array, then such a trust relationship does not exist, y'all. So it says right here, the town judge trusts nobody. We're trying to find, so let's look at example 1 because we didn't even get into the examples. We kind of jumped around. But example 1, we have n equals 2, trust equals a 2D array, 1 and 2. It says the town judge, and the output is 2. So we know the town judge is 2. So let's figure out why the town judge is 2. It says the town judge trusts nobody. So 2 trusts nobody. It says everybody except for the town judge trusts the town judge. So this is everybody. 1 would be everybody except for the town judge. And that lets us know 1 trusts 2, right? Because it says right here, representing that the person labeled AI trusts the person labeled BI. So that lets us know that 1 trusts Judge 2. Excuse me, it says trust Judge 2. And it says the town judge trusts nobody. So now that we know that there's only 2, n is only equal to 2 in this array. So there's only could be a town judge, and there could be 2 people, 1 person that's the town judge and 1 person that is not the town judge. So if 1 trusts 2, that lets us know that he is not the town judge, because it says right here, the town judge trusts nobody. So we know if 1 trusts 2, then we know 1 is not the town judge because it trusts 2, and 2 doesn't have to trust anybody. But at the end of the day, we just want to return the label of the town judge, and that's why the output is 2. So let's look at example 2, where it has a little bit more inputs so we can make it make sense for in different scenarios. So input in example 2, n equals 3, trust equals a 2D array, 1, 3, and 2, 3. So n equals 3, that lets us know that there are 3 people. 1 is a person, 2 is a person, and 3 is a person as well. And in this case, 3 is also the town judge because the output is 3. That's because right here it says AI trust the person and label BI. So we know 1 is AI, so we know 1 trusts 3. Then we also know 2 will be AI, so 2 trusts 3, right? And it says right here, everybody except for the town judge trusts the town judge. So we know if 1 trusts 3 and 2 trusts 3, then that's everybody besides 3, then we know 3 is the town judge, and that's why the output is 3. So let's look at example 3, the last example, and let's see what it says. It says n equals 3, trust equals a 2D array, 1, 3, 2, 3, and 3, 1. The output is -1. So in this case, it says return the label of the town judge if the town judge exists and can be identified, or not return -1. So right here we have 1 trust 3, boom. We can keep going down. We see 2 trust 3, boom. But in this scenario, in this array right here, it says 3 trust 1. So it says up here, the town judge trusts nobody. So if 1 trusts 3, okay, we know 1 is not the town judge because they just trust 3. Excuse me, y'all, it's like a tongue twister with all these trust and yeah. But so if 1 trusts 3, then we know 1 is not the town judge because 1 trusts 3. If 2 trusts 3, we know 2 is not the town judge because 2 trusts 3. So up until this point, it's looking like 3 might be the town judge. But then we get right here and 3 trusts 1. Now it says the town judge trusts nobody. So we know 3 can't be the town judge if it trusts 1. So that's why the output is -1, because the town judge cannot be, if the town judge exists and can be identified, or return -1 otherwise. And this is an example of when we return -1 otherwise, because the judge cannot be identified. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the code. The code is not that difficult at all. It's not even that long. And the first thing we are going to do is we're going to declare a guard. We're going to say guard n is greater than 1, else, open up the brackets, return 1. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to declare a variable. We are going to say var score equals an array. So we're going to turn it into an array of repeating, or we're going to initialize it with an array of repeating. We're going to say repeating :0, comma, count, colon, n plus 1. Then we're going to come underneath that. We're going to say for pair n trust I'm going to open up the brackets. I'm going to say score. Open up the square brackets, say pair. Open up the square brackets again and say 0. Then I'm going to come over here and say minus equals 1. Then I'm going to come underneath that. I'm going to say score. Open up the square brackets again. I'm going to say pair. This time I'm going to open up the square brackets, say 1. And I'm going to say plus equals 1. Then I'm going to come underneath that and I'm going to say return score dot first index, open up the brackets, $0 equal sign n minus 1. Come outside of those brackets, question mark, -1. So let's see if this runs. Hopefully it does. It should. But the question is, oh wait, I don't know why they moved the run button. I don't know what's going on. And it's accepted though, so let's submit it, make sure it stays accepted. See, they're always switching up the LeetCode UI. It's throwing me off, y'all. But ooh, look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of user Swift, y'all. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.